just when I got here, is tasting wines that were, well, world-class wines. They weren't any different than in some other places. So that needed an explanation because the weather seemed to be a little too hot for growing grapes. Okay, you're all from Texas, right? Mm-hmm. So you have been in it. Oh yeah. More than one summer, right? Yes. Yeah. So I have come to realize that plants, the vines, adapt to the hot weather. Since the heat builds up during the spring, they get adapted. They trigger a set of genes that they have that are triggered by heat, and they are protected against, well, the temperature and the sun rays, and so any threat that in that regard the weather might have. Instead, in cooler regions, since spring is cool temperatures normally, they don't get this adaptation, triggered. Its genes are sleeping there. So whenever they get hit by a heat wave in the middle of the season, they get damage from the heat because they weren't prepared. See? So I've seen these damages in cooler regions. So I expected to see them here because of the long hot season, right? And you don't get those things. See what I mean? So they get adapted to the place. The only thing they do, though, different from cooler regions is work faster. A 7-month season, like in coastal California, here is 5 months. Same varieties are harvested almost at least a month and a half before, or 2 months before what happens in California. That gives us little room for mistakes, little room for waiting. It's all happening faster, and including the harvest time. I asked Seth about the harvest, because that's pretty well, it's extremely important. And if you compare what happens in terms of weather when picking Cabernet, for example, here it can be 100 degrees during a normal picking day during August. See, 85 degrees at night. That's the sort of weather we encounter during picking time. In California or in Chile, where I come from, you're harvesting Cabernet with a day like this, probably maximum temperatures in the upper 60s, if you're lucky, because this is April or October, here, and at night it cools down to the 40s. That's the peaking day for Cabernet in a cooler region. So the speed the plants are working at is completely different. There's no comparison. So what I can wait a week or 5 days in a cooler region, here it means a day or even hours. So anyway, that gives us the challenge of all sorts of logistics, related to picking. So that's a real difference from other regions. But in terms of quality and how the plants develop here and how they're adapted to the place, there's no question.